Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't tells like a TI is. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about Celebrity Roundup. And this week's Celebrity Roundup, I'll be talking about the backlash that the backlash and the hatred that the Nolan Wells family is getting after the independent autopsy couldn't rule out foul play. I also will be talking about Jordan Woods wedding pictures. I also will be talking about Khaotic hiring Phaedra to be his lawyer after he got arrested. I also will be talking about uh, I also will be talking about this stuff that happened with Angel Reese last month with this coach. I also will be talking about Megan Thee Stallion signing with Interscope Records record deal. Those are just some of the topics that I'll be talking about in this week Celebrity Roundup. Like I said, it says TSR Toronto temp coach Sandy Bucali suspended for one game following comments about Angel Reese. I think she should have been fired. But anyway, I'm gonna go back and read to you what she said. It says on July 18th, Toronto Temps head coach has been. Oh, I read a part about the suspended games uh, regarding Angel Reese, Atlanta Dream doing team lost to the the Dream yesterday in Toronto. And WNBA coach expects all coaches and team personnel to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and respect that are fundamentally to our league. That's what the WNBA came up with this statement. But what she really said was because Angel Reese got the better of one of her teammates and one of her teammates, and the referees called a foul, and so she said it wasn't a foul on her teammate, it was Angel Reese. And then I guess she said up under her breath, and it was like an open mic, a hot mic. She talking about Angel Reese was a special species. And everybody saying special species, what do that mean? What do that mean? And so she got so much backlash, and a lot of people right when this happened last month that if that would have been a black coach, that coach would not only been suspended, that coach would have been fired right on the spot. If they was if a black coach would say something about a white player, especially that girl that they always trying to pit against Angel Reese. I can't think of her name now, but anyway, Angel Reese came out with her own statement after that. And you could tell the way it was phrased and stuff that she did that. It was like a politically correct thing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna read what she had to say, and then I go on to the next story. It says from the Shade Room TSRA update. Angel Reese speaks out after Sandy Blunt Simpson for inappropriate comments. There is no place for discrimination or hate in this league from anyone. And so she said that, but I think the WNBA had her to kind of repeat the same thing that they had put out about that lady. And like I said, that lady should have been fired and not suspended and stuff like that. I think a lot of these white coaches and people are jealous that Angel Reese had made it because they're looking at what the background that she came from with a single mom who had to work two jobs to get her out there. And some of these white people that think that Angel Reese don't deserve it, but Angel Reese do deserve it. She worked hard just like the rest of those, girls. No name came to mind now, Caitlin, because I think those uh those coaches and stuff they want Caitlin to be the big thing and not Angel Reese. And what it is, Caitlin is a good player, but she's not a supreme player like Angel Reese and some of those black girls that is in the WNBA. So what it is, a lot of them are kind of jealous of Angel Reese. On to the next story. Like I said, Chaotic was arrested Khaotic was arrested and then he got out with Phaedra. Let me go back and read what he was arrested for and give you a little backstory. Right here it says Love and Hip Hop star Chaotic book. It says this is from on site. It says Love and Hip Hop star Chaotic currently behind bars. Miami-Dade County Jail records confirm the rapper had been in Rubin County. McFadden was booked under a under a under a fugitive warrant for out of state extradition. The case is the case is the latest as an act. The case is listed as active and with no board currently on the charges marked for the state. The specific charges behind the warrant he has not been made public yet, and not state or not state agencies have relayed further information on the details. Chaotic has been a familiar face on Love and Hip Hop Miami season 2 and has built a career as both a rapper and actor over the years. We will update we will update the story as more information comes out. Okay, more information did come out later on this week. He had paid Phaedra Parks to be his lawyer, and I read yesterday that he got out on they got on a $10 million bond, $1 million bond, and then he made a video about it. I'll put all that in the story. And like I said earlier, uh, after the independent autopsy on Nolan Wells, they had a press conference and they had a doctor there who did the autopsy, and he was saying a lot of the young man's body parts was missing, so he couldn't really say that the boy accidentally drowned because they didn't have all of the body parts, they didn't have the head and some other body parts, and so he said he could only rule on what he had, and he was saying that he couldn't determine either way whether it was accident or whether it was foul play. So he was saying foul play couldn't be ruled out either. And it was like right after that, uh, all these all the so-called friends that was supposed to be his friends, the two white boys, they got on this. former police officers podcast and started talking about how they knew him and all that stuff. And the majority of them didn't even go to the boy's funeral. And then after that, they started getting all kind of lawyers and stuff. And then there was all kind of stuff that they were trying to distract the people from really talking about the case because the judge she talking about people was threatening her and stuff like that. And then a lot of people were trying to talk about this white reporter that was trying to be for it. I said, you gotta watch some of these white people that pretend like they're supporting the family, and then a lot of people were happy that Nancy Grace was on the story. I said, no, I'm gonna give Nancy Grace a side eye. I said, because I know what she did for the O.J. Simpson case back in the '90s. And then turn around 2 or 3 weeks later, here she come, kind of trying to be changing her tune about what she thought and stuff like that. I saw one of her little interviews, a thing on YouTube. But anyway, I didn't like the fact that somebody was trying to come for Nolan Ryan's mama, trying to go to the nursing board for her, talking about she did all kinds of stuff, and they had to rule out that she didn't do nothing illegal, nothing wrong. And then before that, she had got on Instagram and said she was getting a whole lot of hate mail, and she was saying she don't know why she getting hate mail. She just want answers for her son. And I do too. And every time that woman has been trying to do something, these people come out with different stuff. On another note, I was happy that uh, Camelo Anthony did. His lawyers did get that judge removed from that case. He didn't want to recuse himself, but I saw it yesterday where the judge did rule that the other judge could not be on that case anymore because he had too much biased stuff. Also, I like the pictures of Jordan Woods wedding. She had pretty wedding pictures. And on another note, I want to talk about. I want to talk on another note. I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion signing a contract with Interscope Records. She signed a good deal, a good look deal with them, but she's able to keep all of her catalog and stuff like that uh, and stuff like that. There is one more topic I want to talk about. Let me pause this video while I put it up. I'm back. I read somewhere where one of the members, I think her name was, I don't know if her name was Gina or what, but I can't remember her name. But I'm gonna pull it up for you. One of the another one of the girls from Cat's Eye decided to take a hiatus. Let me pull that up right quick. I can't seem to find the thing but I'll put in the video. I'll put in the video, and the last and final thing that I'm going to talk about is this unreleased music that Matthew Knowles claims Destiny Child is supposed to be putting out. Somebody got all kinds of things going out. He says it's supposed to be coming out soon, coming out soon. So that's all I have for this video. This is A Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am